Aloha, this is final presentation for Music 102. My name is Lania Tindamiawa, and today I will be presenting about Fijian, Fijian music. Uh, I will be starting off with the history of Fiji. Fiji is an island in the Pacific, geographically Melanesian, but the music of Fiji is more Polynesian in character. Fiji has about 330 islands, and different islands consist of their own dialects and styles of music and dance. As you can see the map on the right, there's Viti Levu and Vanua Levu, the two main big islands of Fiji. Now, then you have the surrounding islands, hundreds of them. You can see that in these different islands, they have their own different dialects and styles of music and dance, and also the costumes that identify each village or each island. Now, the next, now in the 1800s, when the Western influence came about through music. Now, with the influence of Europeans that came to live in Fiji, the styles of Fijian was greatly influenced into modern music. Modern Fijians play guitar, ukulele, and mandolin, along with a variety of indigenous instruments, most commonly lali drums. Now you can see the ukulele, and then at the bottom is the mandolin. Now the lali, I will further discuss this on the next few slides. Lali is like a traditional instrument. It's used as tradition. It can also use to accompany modern instruments. Now the genres of Fijian music, voodoo. Voodoo is a Fijian word for chanting. It tells the story or preserve information to be passed down from generations to generation. Just like for Hawaii, they use the chanting to accompany songs and dances. Now in Fiji, we call that voodoo. Now the YouTube video I would like to show you about a Fijian chant. These are performed by students, our very own BYU students here in Hawaii at this year's culture night. At this culture night, the students are doing a traditional chant. Now that video clip was quite interesting to watch because those are the very students of BYU. Now, the second point that I would like to talk about was the contemporary music. Now, the next video clip is a performance right here at the Polynesia Cultural Center. Great example is the finale of the Fiji section, where there's a celebration, and the music that was used here, which is called Ode Mboleao, it means who wants to challenge me. It's contemporary music where the ukulele, the guitar, and the drums and the modern music are used in this, and you can see the style of music from tradition to contemporary music, and this is a great example here. Now you can see that if you hear very closely on that video clip, the sound of the guitar and the instruments that were used was not only accompanied by the lali but also the guitar and the um, modern instruments. Now the next one that I wanted to talk about was Fijian pop music. Now the next slide says that Fijian pop is the more modern style of music in Fiji, combining both Western and traditional Fijian styles. A few modern performances in Fiji include Nuku Katanrao and Danny Costello, while Liza Vulacoro became renowned in the 80s for creating Vunde. Now you can see the picture on the left, that's Liza Vulacoro. Was the legend for creating Vunde, a style that combines Fijian island music, country, rock and roll, and disco, and a combination of jazz and blues. Now, the more interesting part of this presentation was the Fijian dance, learning the different types of dances. Now, the Fijian dance is called meke. Compared to the Hawaiian is called hele. Now, meke is a dance which consists of different types of style and performance. Now, examples of meke is vimbi, men's chant, which is performed at the challenge. Wakamalolo, women's sitting down dance. Mekeni Vesi, men's warrior dance. Mekeni Wow is a spear on a club dance. And Meki Iri, which is a fan dance performed by both men and women. Now you can see the picture on the right. There's a group of men performing a fan dance, and that's in Fiji. Now I wanted to show you a clip from Facebook. These three women performing here at the Fiji village, and if you look closely at the middle girl, you will probably recognize her. Now, does that girl in the middle look familiar? Okay, so I've done a couple of live performances here at the Polynesia Culture Center in Hawaii, and these are some of the pictures that that has been taken. Now, I've danced at the village, I've danced at the canoes, and I've danced at the night show. So basically, I almost dance everywhere except for the luau. Now, if you can see, the top left corner of the picture is in the middle. I'm sitting in the middle, and that's what we call the Wakamalolo dance that I have mentioned previously. It's a sitting down dance for women. Now you can see on the right is where I'm holding the light, the torch. That's a costume of a Fijian princess. Now it's a special role that performed at night show for leading the Fijian women, and this is the royalty. The last one at the bottom is the canoe dance. Now, canoe dance portrays three types of dancing. It portrays the wakamalo, the sitting down dance, the standing up dance, and the fan dance. Now, Fijian traditional musical instruments are lali. Now, lali is formerly used in communications, announcing events of social significance such as wars, birth, and death. Today, large lali are used to call people to church or calling people together. The lali are made of hardwood, shaped and hollowed out to produce deep resonance which can be heard over a distance of a height. Now, those are the bigger versions, just to call to announce people. Now, the same type of lali, those huge ones. Now, the same type, but in a smaller version, way smaller version, are used for accompanying music and dances. Now, the lalinimeke is what we call it, lalinimeke. So it's an instrument for dancing, if you have to translate that. Now, the lalinimeke is 75 to 100 centimeter long and tapered at the end with a rectangular block cut out of the central portion. Now, the other interesting instrument was the nderua. Now, the nderua is a bamboo stamping tubes of varying lengths are beaten on the ground or on maps. If you go to the Polynesian Culture Center, to the village, to the Fiji village, there's an activity called the bamboo activity where you can participate by holding the nderua, the bamboo, and pounding it on the ground to accompany music. Now, sometimes clapping is used to accompany the nderua in providing the rhythmic basis of traditional Fijian music. Now, to conclude, I know that that Fijian music is of a Polynesian character, and it's more similar to Samoan and Tongan music, contemporary music nowadays. So it would be interesting to have a Fijian lesson at the Music 102, and I hope that in the future we'll probably have that. Um, so, so I'd like to take this moment to thank you for listening.